Well, David, I suppose you're wondering why I called you in here.
Yeah. It kind of struck me as odd. I didn't think I've been doing anything wrong, but sure I have.
Mm. Well, I'm glad you used the word odd
Yeah.
because you've been, at least in some people's minds, doing some things that are fairly odd.
Okay.
It's kind of like every once in a while, a different you that isn't you, but somebody like is else on the campus kind of emerges out of your self, out of your being, out of your bosom. And so we need to talk about that because that kind of stuff, well, you know that's not very Lutheran.
Oh, well, I don't want to push those limits, but to be honest with you, I guess I should come clean about it, is that it started when I was in summer Greek, when I first got here, and I'm in the middle of doing Greek homework, and all of a sudden, I'm going through like chapter 20 or something like that. I can't remember, but all of a sudden, got Dave Lewis there, and can't you tell that's Zombatsu, my zombies, man. You got blood, no bodies, zombies, and don't forget the Wizard of Oz. Don't forget that paradigm. Oh, it's pretty important too. Gotta get that through your head, man. Do good about it. And that happened, and it didn't stop there. We moved on to Hebrew, and
This went on?
yeah, it went on. And see, I was in Fall Hebrew, and in Fall Hebrew, I'm going through the parsing, and all of a sudden, Dave Adams pops out of nowhere, and Dr. Adams is in my head, and he just goes, "Well, of course, you could translate it that way, but I think that'd be wrong. It's more Moshe saw him and behold." And so I did pretty well, because if you have Dave Adams helping you, it's kind of hard to mess up on Hebrew. He's kind of our expert. Outside of the languages, even the history, reading through Luther. Luther didn't pop out, but Dr. Rosine did, and going, it's kind of hard parts of Luther, and he's going, well, I don't know if Luther actually would agree with it that way, but I don't know who wrote that book, but what Luther told me was, Zwingli's not really that great of a guy. I guess they just don't put it on him. And that would happen. So
Just out of nowhere,
out of
these
nowhere,
characters sort of come out of your self.
yeah, and
Wow.
it was odd. Like you said, it was odd. And what got me, I guess, what's been giving me a bit real trouble is you go up the ladder, and you hit that hierarchy, and all of a sudden you hear about administration issues, or you hear about stuff going on at the seminary, and Dale Meyer wants to put in his 2 cents. Concordia Seminary is in great shape. Thank God it's doing pretty well. Where am I? All right. I guess that. Diane! And that would happen, and I'd be confused. But it was just really odd, and things like that would happen. So.
Yeah, but it's understandable that some of these things might occur with hierarchical people that have great power.
Power, and I guess I should come clean about the last one. I guess you yourself didn't go unscathed.
What?
Well, I started realizing I was doing this, and I was trying to just analyze myself, and all of a sudden, it was just, well, it seems to be weird behavior to me. Most seminarians don't do that sort of thing. But, could be anything, really. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. Yeah.
David,
Mm.
you are one of the healthiest people I have ever met.
Oh.
Keep this stuff going.
Oh, thank
It
you.
is absolutely great stuff.
All right.
And I hope that this helps you enjoy even more Follies.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Be well.
You be
You
well.
want a hug?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep being normal.
I will. I'll try.
Be well.